Hey everybody, good Friday evening there. This is meteorologist Michael Griffith for East Coast Weather Authority. It's coming up on 9 p.m. here on 4/20 in 2018, and we're going to be looking at a nice and dry weekend across the Carolinas here, but something will be coming our way into early next week. It was a gorgeous day out there, but it was really chilly. I went to the park here just west of Charlotte for a walk, and I needed my coat because otherwise it would just be too chilly otherwise. So it's sunny, but there's a breeze in the air, and it's still cold out there because of the overall pattern that we're in. What happens is a lot of the cold air is forced down from the North Pole into the States because the North Pole has been warm. So when it gets warm up there, it forces all the chillier air south. So we're looking at this little blob of moisture here, which is a disturbance. It's going to bring some interesting weather to southeast Texas, and also this feature right here. This spinny thing right here is going to be our next weather maker into early of next week. Let's show you what I'm talking about. But first, we're going to look at more freeze warnings here for our neighbors up to the north there, up in Pennsylvania, and also even just to the west of D.C. and along the spine of the mountains in the Virginia areas, but nothing in our area down here. No warnings, watches, or anything like that. So pretty tranquil night for us, but just going to be another chilly night out there. So you're going to need the coat if you head out tonight or early Saturday morning. So let's get down to the forecast here. We're looking at the GFS model, and this model is basically saying high pressure is going to be in charge throughout the day on Saturday. It might be a couple passing clouds, or it might just be crystal blue skies with really not a whole lot going on at all. But then we look into Sunday. Clouds start to increase from our west here, especially down in Georgia. Rain starts to develop down in Florida during the day on Sunday. In North Carolina here, it looks like it's going to be pretty much dry, but the clouds are going to move in from the west. And then as we go into the day on Monday, looking like it starts off wet across Atlanta, and even these could be some severe storms. But this looks like it could be moving into more of a stable air mass, but nonetheless, this next feature, as it moves into our area, needs to be watched because it could have some severe storms associated with it. Other than that, heading into Monday night, some really steadier rains move into our area. Because this is going to linger around here now. This low pressure system could stall in the southeast here and linger and just dump a lot of rain across Charlotte and Raleigh, and even something tries to get to going here along the coast, and that could be an issue as we go into Tuesday as well. And it looks like Wednesday, it looks damp and dreary across much of the southeast. It doesn't look like anything improves as far as the cold and the wet into the middle of next week or so. And it looks like the northeast starts to get more of the rain and miserable, mucky weather. It's not going to feel too good across much of the East Coast, even into next week. It's going to remain really wet and unsettled here in the east, and cold and chilly. Here comes another system across the northeast that's going to bring more snow showers to northwestern Pennsylvania as we go into the 28th or so. This is a pretty big trough here. It's going to be really chilly. It's going to get cold again, especially down into Virginia even, and even into North Carolina. Not looking like it's going to be warm at all as we go into the 29th of this month. Let's check the temperature anomalies here for much of the East Coast. And yeah, just as I suspected, that is frigid for this time of year, folks, for the 29th, and it looks like that does not go away until the 29th or the 30th of this month. And then look at that orange stuff coming back here, maybe to kick off the month of May. We could start to see a little bit of a warm-up, and once we start getting more and more warmth days after days combined, we start to get some feedback, and then we start to get a little bit warmer here as the ground starts to warm as well. Meteorologist Mike Griffith for East Coast Weather Authority. Everybody have a great weekend.